The first look at Batgirl. Hey, remember when we talked about how some scoopers and leakers were talking about how Batman v Superman and even Man of Steel and Justice League were going to be erased from canon, from the continuity of the new DCEU timeline? Well, maybe that's not quite the case. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. Batgirl is currently shooting in Glasgow, UK, in what looks like to be a Christmas setting. You got the GCPD cop cars, you got Wayne Technologies. You also got Leslie Grace as Barbara Gordon acting with somebody, sporting her reddish hair and carrying what looks like to be a duffel bag. Maybe the suit's in the duffel bag. I don't know. Like, seriously, we all want to see the Batgirl costume. We do. The directors even know that too. In fact, this is what they put out on Instagram. Want to see a behind the scene picture of Batgirl in costume? Yes, please. Here it is. Hashtag Batgirl. Are you serious? Yeah, that's the incredibly sexy Yvonne Craig Batgirl from Batman 1966. But then Leslie Grace finally posted the picture of her in the suit, the actual Batgirl suit, with the caption saying, "I use their expectations against them. That will be their weakness, not mine. Let them all underestimate me. And when their guard is down and their pride is rising, let me kick their butts." Batgirl Year 1. And I have to say, I'm pretty impressed they went for the classic colors with the Batgirl Burnside look, which scoopers have leaked out a while back. Her cowl fits nicely, she's got that motorcycle jumpsuit, and yes, a lot of people are going to complain this is very CW-like, but I gotta say, for a beginning hero, this is probably her first suit, and it's probably the one she made herself. I have no doubt that later on, Michael Keaton's Batman will probably fix up another suit for her later on. But for now, she is definitely Batgirl. But that doesn't stop people from taking pictures from all over the Batgirl set. And what's notably interesting was a magazine stand. And on that magazine stand, got some really cool Easter eggs. The first one is Gotham Life, Vicky Vale, A Life Behind the Lens. And since this new DCEU is like a mixture of like the Burtonverse and DCEU into a new timeline, I'm going to guess Kim Basinger is still Vicky Vale. I don't know if we'll ever get to see a shot of her or anything, but she's definitely still around in this Gotham City. Gotham Pulse, Black Canary, on how she saved rock music. In the first sign of blending of different universes, we finally get a shot at, at least a silhouette of Jurnee Smollett as Black Canary, adding more to the rumored, and by now I'm pretty sure it's happening. Jurnee Smollett is indeed Black Canary in this Batgirl movie. But Batgirl Film News found a little bit more interesting magazines. This one in particular is very curious. Gotham Tattler, The Court of Owls. Whoa, okay, so we know we may get the Court of Owls in Matt Reeves' The Batman, but this is the first time we're ever hearing a Court of Owls within this new DCEU. So it's really interesting to see that plug here, but I'm very curious about the upper right-hand corner. Owls tried to recruit me, says former circus child star. Could that be the Graysons? Meaning Dick Grayson, circus child star, Robin, come on. This has got to be referring to him. By the way, as an update to that whole Dylan O'Brien thing, well, it's interesting because Leslie Grace and Dylan O'Brien just recently followed each other. I'm starting to think there's going to be an official confirmation soon that Dylan O'Brien is our new Dick Grayson / Robin / Nightwing. But this other magazine cover kind of gave us Snyder fans a little bit of hope. Gotham Tattler, exclusive interview. Billionaire villain Lex Luthor hires new lawyer to appeal sentence. We get his story from inside Arkham Asylum. Extraordinary genius or psychotic maniac on his time as CEO of LexCorp Industries. That is a totally misspelling of Luthor. It's supposed to be Luthor, but I don't know. Someone messed up there. That's kind of messed up. But the fact that Lex Luthor is in a magazine, he's in Arkham, which is kind of going along with what happens at the end of Batman v Superman. Because at the end of Batman v Superman, Batman tells Lex Luthor he's going to transfer him to Arkham instead. But not only that, in the upper right-hand corner, witness testimonies from the Capitol building bombing. which is an even bigger and more obvious indication that they are still going along with Batman v Superman, because that's what happened. Batman v Superman. Lex Luthor bombed the Capitol building and tried to make Superman look bad. So according to this magazine, within this Batgirl movie that is supposedly after the Flash movie, Batman v Superman still happens. And if Batman v Superman still happens, that means Man of Steel still happens. So maybe just like looking at this, they did not erase those two Snyderverse movies. But what's also interesting about this is that the fact that Lex Luthor is still in jail. Does this happen before Justice League, or do they not even take in Justice League? Because we know at the end of Justice League, both Justice League, the Joss Whedon and Zack Snyder's cut, Lex Luthor is out of jail and he talks with Slade Wilson. Like, what is the time difference from when the Justice League beats Steppenwolf and Lex Luthor getting out of Arkham? That could have been years after. So if they are considering Justice League or any of the Justice League's canon, Batgirl would take place before the actual Lex Luthor getting out of prison event, but after Steppenwolf was defeated. That's still up in the air. We're going to have to wait and find out. But for right now, just looking at this magazine, Batman v Superman happened. Now, does this really mean anything? It could, or it could not. If you wanted to look at the way of directors putting Easter eggs in their movies, like what David F. Sandberg did with Shazam. David F. Sandberg put in Ben Affleck's Batarang. He had a Time magazine and newspaper showing the third act for Man of Steel. He also included in the newspaper that Superman is back, and that's because Shazam took place after Justice League. Now, David F. Sandberg kind of implied that he just made his movie without even talking about what's canon or not. In response to a fan asking him if he talked to The Rock or not, this is what he said. "No, I've never met or spoken to him. I don't even know what's happening with the Black Adam movie. And that's a Shazam character. So I'm not really in the loop on these things. I've just seen Snyder's movies and made Shazam as if those events were real, but also DC toys exist." So in that way, he's kind of implying that he's not really sure what's actually canon. He just knows that those movies are already out there, so he decided, well, that must be the history of DC at this moment. Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and the 2017 Justice League. So it could be the Batgirl directors are not even told what's canon or not, what's going to happen after the Flash. All they know is that they're making a Batgirl movie, and maybe that's all they've been told. So they figured, well, the movies from before were probably still Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. In which case it physically is. You can't really physically erase Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, but it's great to see the directors acknowledge that. Is it going to be a big deal, this movie? I don't know. It could just be a 1 second or no second shot of these things. It's in the background somehow, and they never really talk about it at all. And here, I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping it's actually woven into the ultimate DCEU storyline. So fans are absolutely discussing this, and they're wondering, does this actually mean that Ben Affleck's Batman would still be around? Henry Cavill's Superman would still be around because they were the heroes from Man of Steel and Batman v Superman? Or some other fans who are worried that they're going to replace Henry Cavill's Superman with Sasha Calle's Supergirl, meaning Man of Steel did happen, but with Supergirl. Batman v Superman did happen, but with Supergirl, which is actually a little bit more confusing because Batgirl is starting now, then who defeated Supergirl? Was it Michael Keaton's Batman? It's just, I have no idea what's going on. But if you're looking at face value right now, the directors have acknowledged that Batman v Superman absolutely happened. So I guess DC fans just have to wait and see how it's all put together in the Flash movie and in Batgirl. Maybe we won't have to wait that long for some Flash news because apparently they are doing test screenings this month. So we'll see how those audiences receive it. So what do you think? Do these Batgirl set leaks mean anything to you? Are you excited or not excited? Share your thoughts in the comments down below.